businessman T. Boone Pickens talks about the winds of change. He's not using a metaphor. He says harnessing the power of wind will help end America's dependency on foreign oil and save Americans billions in the long run. Please welcome T. Boone Pickens. So here's I guess you are an oil man, so why are you encouraging people to find wind in their future as opposed to more oil?
Well, Whoopi, I'm an American first. Okay, we've got to get on our own resources, on our own energy. We're importing almost 70% of our oil today into America. A lot of that comes from the enemy. We're actually paying for both sides of a war, is what it is. That's exactly where we are. Now, how did we get in the spot? 40 years we've gone with no energy plan. No energy plan. Why? Cheap oil.
Right.
That's right.
Well, that's
so you yourself, Mr. Pickens, you have a very large 4,000 megawatt wind farm in Texas.
Proposed.
Well, but it's sort of dead in the water, you should excuse me, because you can't get financing from the banks, Narcan and the other wind farms, and a lot of the wind farms are subsidized by the government. So what happens to this plan if you can't get financing? It's just sitting there.
We're going to have the wind farm.
What's your solution to? I sound as if I'm being very aggressive about it. I really mean it very gently.
You've always been aggressive with me.
I know, but that's why we're pals. Okay, what's the solution then? Credit's gonna loosen up. We don't get the turbines for that wind farm until 2011. So between now and 2011, you've got to get the banks to lend you the money.
We're gonna get it. We'll get it.
I have a question for you. Can I call you T?
No, call me Boone.
Okay. Maybe this is rude, but I want to ask it anyway because
that never stopped you before.
Well, you flew in on a jet. Your private jet to get here, right? Now, isn't that a misuse of energy?
You're thinking I should have driven?
Well, either drive or I don't know if you can use wind power to get here, that would have been good. But I guess you couldn't. But maybe a commercial jet, which at least honors a lot of people.
I'm 80. Remember?
Yeah. You look good.
I think I do
You're
too.
healthy.
For 80. Yeah, and I'm healthy.
Yeah, but I mean, what do you say to people? Because you're not the only one who gets criticized for that.
What I say is that at 80, I am working hard. That jet belongs to me. Am I making a carbon footprint? No question. But I can show you where I'm cleaning that up other places with the wind, with the solar. What?
And with this plan, I think that too.
I can't do what I have to do without having a private airplane. I'm going to be off the ground here at 12 o'clock to Fort Worth to make a speech in Fort Worth. Okay.
But you know what? A lot of people cared about this issue when the gas prices were so astronomical, and now the gas prices have gone so low. So, why?
Sherry, you're so correct on that. But remember, we're still importing the same percentage. It's a different price for the oil. It's cheaper, yes, but the same percentage. So our vulnerability, our security is still at risk for this country. Look at what happened in Europe this winter. Russia cut off Europe on natural gas. Cut them off because same situation that we could be facing. Cut them off. They went to their knees. We'll pay you more. Please turn it on. We're cold. And they turned on the natural gas for them. Do you think that? Let me give you a couple of numbers that are really shockers. There's 85 million barrels of oil produced in the world every day. Of that 85 million, we're using 21 million.
I think
Wait a minute, let me finish. 21 million, we're using 25% of all the oil used every day, and we have 4% of the population.
In the whole world.
That's right. And we're talking about the whole world. Do you think that there's not going to be a time that we're going to be told, you, the United States, are using way too much, and you are the problem?
I think everybody agrees that we are bound by this oil, that we have to have alternate forms. But you're talking about some kind of help in 2011, and right now the wind farms are static. Do you have a specific plan?
I have it. You ready?
Yes. Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, step one. I want to get on solar and I want to get on wind. We'll get on the wind. But see, I don't get my turbines from General Electric until 2011. Okay, between now and 2011, I'm going to have it financed. That's going to happen.
Okay.
How? Government money?
Because
what do you think of Obama's
our economy's going to recover,
Right.
our banks are going to recover, and I'm going to recover.
How do you know that? How do you know that we're going to recover? That's a very optimistic statement. I like to hear more of that.
I'm a geologist, and a geologist, as many dry holes as geologists drill, they have to remain optimistic. I don't care how many people you meet on this program. In the history of this program, you will not have met anybody that drilled more dry holes than I have. So I have to be optimistic. 80 years old, and I promise you, we're going to get it fixed.
Are you optimistic about Obama's plan for energy?
That's right.
What if, okay, so people are as optimistic as you are.
Optimistic about Obama, yes?
Absolutely. I mean, listen, I'm non-political.
But you weren't in the last election. You were very political.
I wasn't in the last election. I wasn't years before.
Right.
In 04, I wasn't. 08,
in the
I
last
was.
election, you were very political.
What?
When I don't want to go drag it all up, but with John Kerry, you were political.
That was in 04. 08.
Oh, I see. In 08 you were, in 04 you were. Okay.
No, I met with Harry Reid and told Senator Reid, I said, look, I'm out of politics. I have a non-political issue that has to be addressed by America, because this is all about America, because it's not about a guy 80 years old. I can make it to the finish line. I can promise you.
But what do people do if they want, because you're saying this is for America, if people want to help you out? I know you're doing a march.
We have got to do it, the people. See, for 40 years, you have had no energy plan. No energy plan. If we go forward 10 years on the same track, we are going to be importing 75% of our...
What would you like people to do?
Like, what is an action
Wait a second. You're going to be, in 10 years, you're going to be importing 75% of your oil, and you're going to be paying $200 to $300 a barrel for it.
That's not okay.
Okay, we're busted at that point if we let that happen. So you've got to get on your own resources. What are the resources? The renewables, the wind, the solar, and a new grid for the country, all of that. Obama said he's for all that. It's in the stimulus plan.
Okay.
The next step is to get on natural gas for transportation fuel. Get it on your 18-wheelers is where you do it. That replaces foreign diesel. Okay, is the way it's going to work.
So if I go to your website, can I get the information? Because, you know, we never have enough time to really talk to folks the way we want to. But if we can get to your website, will regular, ordinary folks like us sitting here learn what we need to do?
Go to the PickensPlan.com website, and it has to be us, you, here in this room, us around this table.
Yes.
Because we already know the politicians have not been able to get an energy plan. Okay,
so we'll
go on PickensPlan.com, and there you will get the march, the virtual march.
You're right.
April 1st through 3rd.
Thank you, T-Bone Pickens. We'll be right back.